Howdy, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Pool Halls, Dives, and Hole in the Walls. We're right here in the historic dirt road town of Burton, Texas. Well, guys, I'm here with Steph Jarvis, the museum director of the Texas Cotton Gin Museum, right here in Burton, Texas. And we got to take a little tour of the cotton gin a little earlier. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
So our cotton gin is the oldest operating cotton gin left in America. It was opened up in 1914 and it is still operating. We run it twice a year, and we still gin a couple of bales of cotton every year. And we keep the story of cotton and all of the history and how that was part of our whole community alive.
So there's a festival in April that is celebrated here in Burton, Texas.
Yes.
That commemorates the cotton gin and the stories of cotton in Texas. Can you tell me a little more about that?
So the Burton Cotton Gin Festival is all about celebrating the history of cotton and the importance of it and all of our communities and all of the people that it connects. And so April 20th of 2024, we will have the 35th annual festival. And it's just a wonderful day where we will run that gin and run that engine and all of those things and celebrate the history that was a part of all of these people's lives for all of those years.
That's crazy. That's such a huge piece of not only the economics, but the agriculture of America stems, and it has one of the oldest pieces of that here in Burton, Texas.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, and a lot of people, this is the first time that I found out, and I live right down the road.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Remember those heels that made me taller, blonde hair curled and over the shoulder, kept my head up and my shoulders back. Put on cover, girl, you think, is this what really makes me great? And I wonder if that's good enough for you. Broken heart from a boy mine, he didn't love me, but that's okay. My cheeks are dry and my mascara looks like it could lie. I lose a battle every day, I'm getting by, tell everyone I'm fine. Is this what makes me pretty?
What's up, guys? We're back at the Burton Shortstop, and we're in the kitchen. I'm going to be a little hands-on right now, but I'm with Lonnie, the head chef here at the Burton Shortstop. And what are you cooking for us?
We're going to make a patty melt. It's Texas toast, buttered on one side, put cheese on the other, grilled mushrooms, grilled jalapenos, grilled onions, and 2 pieces of cheese.
Jalapenos like Texas style.
Yeah.
So this is the patty melt from the Burton Shortstop. Dude, talk about all-American. We got a half-pound beef, lettuce, tomatoes, sauteed mushrooms. Lonnie, I'm excited, buddy.
Good, me too.
The patty melt. My God, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Juicy as can be, I know I got all over my face, but guys, that is 2 thumbs up from the patty melt right here at the Burton Shortstop.
Alone.
you. About to find out. Life goes too soon when I'm always free. Sometimes the only way to learn is the hard way. Love makes you learn like a lesson learned. Like a lesson learned the hard way.
Well, I'm here with Kathy Lyles, the owner and operator of the Burton Shortstop. We have played the show. We had a ribbon cutting for y'all today. Today has been amazing. The crowd was amazing. The patrons were amazing. Everybody here in the community of Burton has been amazing. But the one thing we haven't talked about so far is what makes this place, I saw it tonight, how special the Shortstop is to the community of Burton. But what makes the Shortstop so special for you?
It's just like family. Everybody here is family. People come in the door. You know, it's kind of like one of those stupid movies where it's like, oh, everybody knows their name, that kind of thing. But really, literally, we know everybody's name and everybody knows us. And it's just like, you know, visiting with family every night that we're open. They walk in the door, you're like, oh, hey, and you hug. And
Right.
and when they go home, they're like, hey, make sure you get home safe. So that's what makes it awesome.
I grew up in a small town, so I totally understand that. And the fact that Burton is just a teeny bit smaller than where I grew up, of a town of only 300 people,
Mhm.
I could totally understand how everybody would know everybody
Yep.
in this town. So Kathy, let's talk about some of the features and the atmosphere that the Burton Shortstop has. And one of my favorite things about tonight was I've played 1,000+ shows in my career, and I've yet to play in a venue that is so authentic to Texas back road, dirt road that you can think of. That the dance floor was a dirt floor dance floor, and the crowd loved it. I saw a lot of people out there dancing with bare feet.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I was on a stage, so I didn't get to dip my toes in the dirt floor tonight,
Yeah.
but I still had a blast. Tell me a little bit more about the past of that dirt floor.
So the building that the ice house is in is very old. It's from the 50s, and it's been a whole lot of places. It's been a feed store and a car garage and a barber shop and a washateria. It's just been a whole lot of things. And it probably wasn't intended to be a building that stuck around for a long time because the foundation had quite a bit of issues. And so when we started fixing it up, the contractor was like, oh yeah, we can come in here and we're going to rip out all this foundation. And I mean, literally the foundation, the concrete looked like this. I mean, just jagged.
Bulged in the middle.
Yeah, it was horrible. And, I was like, oh man, that's going to cost a lot of money. He goes, well, we could fill it full of dirt. We're like, okay, yeah, let's do that. So we literally filled it full of dirt and left it just like that. I figured nobody likes to sweep anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally
So-
talking about dirt on your boots. This
Yeah.
is the place to get it done, and what an amazing time.
Yep.
There was a rumor about the Burton Shortstop when I was first doing my research about exactly what this place is. Can you tell me a little more about the history of ownership of the Burton Shortstop
Okay.
and how that maybe a dice game had to play a hand in the ownership of the
Yeah,
Burton
so I don't
Shortstop?
know the exact story, just because lots of people come in, and I mean, this is Gossip Central in the morning.
Small town USA?
Yeah, or shouldn't say Gossip Central. This is News Central
Correct. I got it.
because some of it could be real. But one of the stories that I've heard here is that this place has taken, it's changed hands a lot of times. The Harmel family has had it back and forth. Several members of their family, the Luchek family has had it. The Malloys have had it. But one of the stories that I've heard is that the building was actually lost in a dice game. Like they were shooting dice at night, and somebody didn't have anything else to bet, and so they bet the shortstop, and somebody else won it, and that's how that happened.
Talk about shooting the dice. Yeah.
Shooting the dice. Yeah.
Shooting the dice. Wow. That's crazy. I've never heard a story about a building changing hands as far as ownership through a dice game.
I know.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yep.
So we got to be a little hands-on today, at least I did, in the kitchen with Lonnie.
Yep.
But tell me a little bit more about the Burton Shortstop. Some of the favorite dishes here, obviously the patty melt, which was amazing. And I recommend everybody out there, if you come to the Shortstop, the patty melt and the Philly cheesesteak apparently are the two hot dishes here. And I personally got to be hands-on with the patty melt, and wow, what an amazing treat. But tell me a little bit more about the food and the atmosphere that Burton Shortstop has to offer for its customers.
Sure. We're laid back and we're comfort food. We just, the burger recipe we inherited from the previous owner.
Wow.
And they're gracious enough to show us all their secret recipes. And we've tweaked a few and we've left some alone because you don't mess with what's good. So the burger is probably one of our number one sellers. I mean, there's days I'm looking at the reports and it's just like, oh, we sold 100 burgers today.
Wow.
And it's like, shit, yeah, that was a great day. So the burger is actually, it's one of our number one sellers. And then the onion rings also, because we do those up ourselves, and you can't beat a hand-breaded onion ring.
Yeah.
But the Philly cheesesteak, that is something that we brought in. Man, that thing is really good. It is good. And Lonnie has definitely perfected the patty melt for us, because a patty melt's a patty melt's a patty melt. But Lonnie,
Something he does. That
he
patty
put
melt
some
was
stuff on
amazing.
it. Yeah,
So good.
he does some stuff. I mean, I apologize if you don't get a patty melt made by Lonnie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it was
yeah.
great. The food was great. We had an amazing time. We could see what brings the customers back to the Burton Shortstop, and we wish you all the success, because we had a blast here. We appreciate all the hospitality
Awesome.
and everybody, from the bartenders to the cooks to the staff to you. The ownership has been amazing here. We had an absolute blast.
We
Kathy,
had so
thank
much
you
fun with you guys. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Well, guys, that wraps us up right here on another episode of Pool Halls, Dives, and Hole in the Walls.